Boss was walking with Secretary. Suddenly, Secretary's foot slipped. Boss quickly caught her. Just then, Tina passed by, and Boss immediately forgot about Secretary and ran after Tina. Tina left in the elevator without even looking at Boss. Secretary Chen sat on the floor in pain. Boss walked back, helped her stand up, and asked softly, "Secretary, are you okay? Did you fall hard?" Secretary replied hesitantly, I'm fine, boss." Boss asked, "Hey, Secretary, that girl who just went into the elevator, is she new here?" Secretary replied, "You mean Tina? She is the new secretary hired for you." "Why, boss, do you know her?" Boss said, "She's my first love, the light of my life." Boss spotted a nearby guard, grabbed the guard by the collar, and ordered, "Take off your clothes." The guard asked hesitantly, "Boss, that's not right, is it? We are still at the office." Boss said, "What are you thinking? I just need to borrow your clothes for a bit. Hurry up and give them to me." Boss Yang took the jacket and walked away. The guard asked softly, "What is going on with those two?" Secretary replied, "I don't know either. The boss was never like this before." Boss stood in front of 4 security guards. Tina walked out. The guard said warmly, "Good morning, ma'am." Tina said, "Oh my goodness, and that's quite unique. Hello, everyone." She turned to walk back. Boss asked eagerly, "Hey, going upstairs?" Tina replied pleasantly, "Oh yes, I'm new here. Hey, why do you look so familiar to me?" "Oh, you're David, right?" Boss replied softly. "I am, but who are you?" Tina replied, "Oh, look at your memory. It's me, Tina. We were classmates back in high school." Boss said, "Oh, you're Tina. Wow, so many years have passed. I didn't recognize you at all." Tina said, "I was just hired as the assistant to the company chairman. How about I take you up to have a look around?" Boss replied, "Sure, I'd love to." Tina walked away with Boss. Tina led Boss into a grand, luxurious office. Tina asked, "How about it, old classmate? Pretty impressive, right?" Boss said, "Impressive? Very impressive. Ah, but isn't it inappropriate for you to bring me into the boss's office so casually? You're even sitting in the boss's chair." Tina said, "As the chairman's secretary, I'm practically second in command. We're on the same team. Besides, this position will be mine sooner or later." Boss said politely, "All right then, congratulations. Are you married yet?" Tina replied, "Not yet. I'm waiting for the right opportunity. Have you heard about the chairman? They say he's very handsome and single. Mark my words, I'll win him over soon enough." Boss said quietly, "Back then, when you went abroad to study, it was all so sudden and we ended up breaking up. I wonder, after all these years, is there any chance for us to get back together?" "To be honest with you," Tina interrupted, "to be honest, you're just a security guard, right? Take a look at yourself. Luckily, I broke up with you early back then. Otherwise, I'd still be suffering with you today. Let me tell you, I might just be the secretary now, but before long, I'll be the chairman's wife." Boss asked, "Tina, what do you mean? So back then, you already looked down on me, didn't you? Why did you make up so many excuses for breaking up with me?" Tina whispered harshly, "Keep your voice down. What if someone outside hears you? People might think we're together. Get out." Boss stood up calmly and said quietly, "Tina, originally, I really planned on getting back together with you. I thought we could have a good life together, but I never expected—" Tina laughed mockingly. "A country bumpkin like you thinks he's good enough to get back with me? You're daydreaming." Boss said, Tina, I must have been blind back then to ever fall for a woman like you." Boss pulled out his smartphone and said, "Secretary, bring over the stuff I prepared for her, quickly." Tina laughed mockingly. "I swear, a country bumpkin like you? You even talked about Secretary? Do you even know who Secretary is?" Suddenly, Secretary walked in and said politely, "Chairman, here is the full-time employment contract for Tina." Boss said calmly, "All right, I got it. You can go back now." Secretary left the room. Tina said sweetly, "Oh, David, so you were actually the chairman. So I haven't had the chance to meet the chairman yet." Boss said, "What's pretty is your wild imagination. How come I never noticed before that you're such a snobbish, gold-digging woman? A person like you doesn't deserve to stay in my company for even 1 second." Friends, if you think I did right to this gold digger, please comment yes.